Sean in Seattle writes, he says, "Hey Paul, I love hearing about Octave Records Studio." Why, thank you. That's definitely near and dear to my heart. "Are any of the recordings from your studio on Tidal? If not, why not? Thanks and take care." They are not, Sean, and that's a hard one. That really is tough. I was just listening to Mini Brazilian Beasts from Carmen Sandim, and this is such a terrific album. It's, Octave is here and dedicated to someday becoming the premier audiophile label in the world. And I want to have us proud of producing the best recordings in the world that we possibly can to serve our audience. I mean, look, we're not trying to be Capitol Records. We're not, we'll never sell 1 million copies of anything. I don't care who we have. I mean, it's just not us. Like our audio equipment, like that stuff that we make, it is not designed for everybody. That's the last thing we'd want to do. We design it for people like us, people who care about high-end audio, about hearing musicians literally in the room. When you listen to a great Octave recording, those musicians are right there in the room with you if you have a great system. And we have a great system, we sell great systems, so you need great music, and that's why we do this. We don't put it on Tidal or Qobuz or Spotify because we also have a mission at Octave Records to care about the musician. Terry, me, Jessica, Jim, Scott, everybody involved in Octave Records wants to make sure musicians get paid for their work. Whether we pay them up front to make on our compilation records, whether we give them a royalty off of the ones we sell, we make sure that musicians make money. And when you go onto the streaming services, unless you're a big gun like Capitol Records or Taylor Swift or whoever, there's no money, zero. Those tunes are played, the ones that the musicians and the recording engineers work so hard to do, they're given away for free. And while that's nice for me as a consumer, because as a consumer, I don't really care. I just want to hear the music. And I don't want to have to buy it to get it. But, and I believe me, I've got my iPad right there. I listen to all kinds of stuff. And I pay them a monthly fee for it. But that money doesn't go to the musicians. It might go to Taylor Swift, because she sells a lot of stuff and the big artists, but Carmen Sandim and Mini Brazilian Beasts, Carmen wouldn't get a penny out of that. And it would mean that we would sell fewer of her physical media or her download media. And that isn't fair to the musician or to the label. I mean, we have invested a ton of money in Octave Records. It's never made a profit, never even close. I hope someday that we can get it to the point where it's at least break even. And trust me, our accounting people are on me constantly. Do something, cut expenses, do something. But, yeah, anyway, I ramble on about the woes of being a studio owner. So that's why we don't. We want to keep it fair to the musicians and hope they can make a few bucks and hope that we can sell enough product at Octave Records to keep the label alive and going. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, thanks for the question.